complicating the geopolitics of the region, China's influence in the Middle East just got a lot bigger with the $400 billion economic deal with America's arch enemy in the region, Iran. The partnership comes as Tehran seeks relief from crippling U.S. sanctions, and China looks to expand its global influence.
First off, the deal means China gets to pour billions of dollars into Iran's banking, telecommunications, transportation, and infrastructure sectors over the next 25 years, including huge investments in nuclear power, ports, and oil and gas industries. The cash infusion coming as the Islamic regime continues to endure the economic strain of U.S.-imposed sanctions and looks to China to ease their pain.
The investment for Iran means that China is backing it. And that is perhaps the most important benefit for Tehran. It knows that come hell or high water, Beijing will be behind it.
In exchange, Iran gives China a steady supply of oil to fuel its expanding economy. China imports more than 300,000 barrels of Iranian oil every day. This deal gives it even more oil at a deep discount.
Remember, the U.S. has sanctions on purchases of Iranian oil. And China, for the last year or so, has been buying it openly in violation of those sanctions. This is another indication, a sort of an in-your-face maneuver on the part of Beijing.
Partnership means the communist government now has a strategic foothold in a region historically dominated by U.S. influence.
The Chinese are solidifying economic relationships, not just with the Iranians, but across the Gulf as well. And I think most importantly, they are looking to use the Iranians as a pawn in the larger game of strategic competition against the West, and in particular against America.
The agreement calls for closer military ties and more intelligence sharing. Experts warn the new China-Iran axis could mean potentially more money to fund the Islamic regime's proxy forces in Yemen, Syria, and Iraq, and further destabilize the Middle East.
Because it gives Iran backing, undermines every other country's diplomacy in the region. This is going to be a problem not only for Washington, but also for Jerusalem. It's going to be a problem for the Sunni Arab states.
Shi Wei Wang, a Chinese American, spent 40 months in an Iranian prison on alleged spy charges, gaining his freedom in a prisoner swap in 2019. He says the China-Iran deal is likely to force the Biden administration to give up more concessions as it seeks to rejoin the 2015 nuclear deal forged by President Obama and scrapped by President Trump. There's talk of a new proposal for Tehran with possible sanctions relief in coming weeks.
The Biden administration's eagerness to re-engage Iran is creating a conducive environment for China to entrench its influence and interest in Iran. And then if China can do that, other countries in the Middle East would be compelled to work with China closer.
As America pivots to Asia to confront Beijing's rise, it leaves a potential vacuum in the Middle East that has global powers like China and others only too happy to fill.
China, as well as Russia, are looking to capitalize on vacuums that the U.S. may leave, whether it's in the Levant or in the Persian Gulf, and use their military relationships, their economic relationships, and their political relationships to offset what they perceive to be declining U.S. power.
George Thomas, CBN News.
Alpha